wombat pool. Surprise.
Hi guys, welcome to a little product introduction and video review on a pretty cool little item. What you have in front of you is the Crosman Vigilante. This is a really neat little air pistol put out by Crosman. It is CO2 powered. It does have the capability to fire BBs and pellets. Really nicely designed based off of a revolver design. It is quite long. It does have a really nice little sight picture there. The rear sight is adjustable. The front post, just a nice real tall blade. I would maybe add a little bit of paint to the end of this over time. You know, when you're going up against darker targets, it does sort of get lost a little bit. Now, this does have two rails, one in the front, one on the top and one on the bottom. The bottom rail works out really nice to attach maybe a light. I actually put a red dot up on the top, and it worked out really nicely. Very stable, durable plastic, really nice, hard, and doesn't have any wobble to the barrel at all. It's really nicely constructed. Now, the wrist sight, like I said, is adjustable. To go ahead and break the gun down, you press here on this little button, and then you're able to pull down the barrel. It is hinged, placing your magazine, the cartridge, into the gun. Now, this is for the BBs. It does have the little holes. They are a little bit wider than the compared pellet cartridge, and this actually came with 3 other pellet cartridges, so really nice. You can actually quick change them out really well, and I like shooting the pellets. I found them to be a little bit more accurate. Now, I was using the Premier pellets with this gun, and they worked out really great. Now, the BBs I was firing were daisies. They are a lot more harder hitting. They were able to go through a soup can a lot easier than the pellets. The pellets mostly dented the can up, the metal soup can. The BBs went through the soup can with this gun, and it is actually a little bit more what I enjoy. But the accuracy was a little bit more there with the pellets themselves. Now, the barrel does have little grooves in it, little rifling grooves. You can sort of see there. It is rifled. Really nice and long, giving you a little bit better on range and distance if you really wanted to use it in a long distance range type thing. But the safety on the gun, very easy to use. You have a little switch here, pops in and pops out. You can see once the red shows, you're ready to fire. Once it's gone, the gun is safe and it will not discharge any CO2. You can pull the trigger and it will rotate the cylinder, but it will not discharge any air. Once you take it off a safe though, and you see that little red dot, then you're ready to go. Now, the overall grips feel good in hand. I have medium-sized hands, and it does feel like a nice revolver. They are a little bit of a pain in the butt to pop on and off. Go ahead and show you here real quick. Your CO2 is underneath this, as you've seen earlier in the video. Like I said, it is a little bit of a pain in the butt. There it goes. And then you have to take off both sides to actually twist the locking screw, locking the CO2 cartridge in. Now, overall, fun gun, enjoyable, very accurate. Now, would I take small game with it? I'm not going to at all. Not as hard hitting as a rifle, so just be aware of that. Now, I've been using the Premier pellets. The CO2 I was using is a Crosman CO2. Worked great. The Premier pellets worked really nicely on this, and I found it to be pretty accurate. Different pellets are going to change a little bit different just depending on the weight and the design of the pellet, so be aware of that. The BBs are almost all the same, and even with the copper heads in the regular, these daisies, the only difference is the color. I found that the copper heads bleed a little bit in my wooden fence. If I get lodged in the wooden fence and I don't take them out right away, over time with the water and rain and stuff, it'll actually leave little lines on my fence. So that's why I primarily shoot the Daisy BBs. But you know, they're ballistically almost the same. So with that said, really fun gun, very fun to shoot. If you get a chance to shoot one or buy one, I would definitely try it out. I mean, it's a great gun. I like it a lot. Here's a look at the Crosman Vigilante. Any questions, feel free to ask. You guys have a good one. Be safe, take care. If you can, please subscribe, help support my channel, and thanks for watching.